because
Good morning, everybody.
So she asked me to come here and say hi.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm going to use my Cub Scout sign here. Everybody remember this from Cub Scouts? Or Girl Scouts? What's Girl Scouts? 3 fingers. All right. All right. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Matt Podorowski. I'm the president of Christmas in May, and I really want to thank you for coming out on such a beautiful day. Did anybody think a week ago today that we would have weather like this? Let's give a round of applause for the weather. Good job, Lynn. All right, well, this is great to see this crowd here today. We have some great projects that we're going to be working on over the course of the day, and we'll talk a little bit in this program about some of the logistics of the day and what to do. But I'm going to start by calling up Alan Morby from Love Inc., and he is going to be leading us in an invocation.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks, Matt. Again, my name is Alan Morby, Executive Director at Love Inc., Love in the Name of Christ of Carver County. Formerly Eastern Carver County, we're now serving more families all over Carver County. I want to make one comment. I love that we have some teams here from Chaska with your hats and your jerseys. In a day where we often acknowledge our differences and elevate our differences, and today is a day where we can celebrate what we share in common, and that is we're serving our fellow neighbor. Sometimes these neighbors are people whom we know, and sometimes they're strangers. But we live in community together here in Chaska, and this has been a tradition now for a long time. And so this morning, we celebrate one thing, and that's community, 2 things. Serving together, volunteering together, and great things happen when we do that, even if the weather isn't great. But today is a great day for a great day. Will you pray with me? Father in heaven, we are so grateful for how you provide, and you can unite a community like ours through serving our neighbors. Today, keep us safe, and may the people whom we serve receive and be encouraged, and ourselves as we serve, may we be encouraged and continue a posture of giving back each day, not just today, but each day in our lives. We pray this in your name. Amen.
All right, thank you, Al. All right, well, just a little bit of the history of this program. I know looking around at the tables, I see a lot of familiar faces that I've seen from year to year. I also see sort of the constant of there's always the baseball and always the football team here, but it's always different kids every year. But every year from year to year, you all look the same, but it's different kids each year. So it's great to see you guys coming. This is our 26th year of doing Christmas in May, which is just absolutely amazing. So this program started 26 years ago with the Chaska Rotary, and actually was a model after a program over in Shakopee that was actually called Christmas in April. Can you imagine trying to do Christmas in April? I don't think it'd probably work as well as Christmas in May, but it was actually a national program that existed, and some members of the Rotary at the time went over and saw this happening in Shakopee and said, you know what, we should have this happen in Chaska too. Well, I'm proud to say 26 years later, Shakopee has been gone for years and years and years, but Chaska continues to move on, and it's because of the passion of volunteers within the community and just the community spirit we have here of people wanting to continue to serve their neighbors. To me, that's what makes this such a special community, is that people are willing to come out on a nice day like this and help other people in the community, help their neighbors, and even during the pandemic. So lots of things didn't happen during the pandemic, but both years during the pandemic, we were able to continue with Christmas in May. One year we didn't, the first year of the pandemic, we weren't able to bring everybody together as a group, but we still had a house that we served. We actually replaced some cement steps that were falling off the front of a house and really helped a homeowner out with that. And then this last year, we actually did it in September. So it was actually Christmas in May in September. Now we're back on track. It's great to be back on this May date and get things back rolling and hopefully more to normal. Thank you for all that have been here over that 26 years. We want to continue this into the future. So the next person I'm going to call up is the Mayor of Chaska, Mark Winchell, and he'll come up and say a few words about what this means to the community.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. This is still one of these events. This is my help with Brooklyn. She wanted to come up and now she's going to hide, so I hope I don't show her. But anyways, it's always so amazing that we can still pull this event off. And like Matt said, others have quit. As far as I know, we're the only community around that does this. That's what tells us what this community is. All you folks sitting here doing this. Let me just, real quickly, because what I like about this is seeing all the younger faces. It's great to see people out in my age group, but it's really great to see the young. How many people here, raise your hand, under 20? Under 20. Raise your hand. Come on, fire. That's awesome. Now, who's over 65 here? Look at there. We got a lot here. That's awesome. That's what this means to this community. It's the fact that we have a big group under 20, we have a big group over 65, and everything in between here working on these houses. So that's what really makes us so awesome. Matt talked about the weather. We have not always had great weather. It looks like today we're actually going to have one. Friday we had National Prayer Day in City Square Park with St. John's School, and I think they prayed really hard for this day because we got a day. So let's say thanks to St. John's as well for giving us that prayer for this great day. So other than that, the other thing that makes this so special is when I have the ability to go to house and see the recipients of the work that you guys do. And I think we're going to hear some testimony today of some folks that did that. So this really means a lot. I hope what it does is that a younger age group, that they see the benefit of this and they're continuing up, and that someday when somebody's standing here and said, who's over 65, it's some of those same people. So thank you all. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you. And have a great day. Today we got to be careful. Don't get sunburned. That's a new thing. Sun. All right, thank you, Mayor.
So as the Mayor said, one of the things that we do through this program is we help our neighbors. And I think it'd be great if we were able to hear from one of those neighbors. We have Amelia Hussein, who we are going to be helping with some projects at her house. And she was gracious enough to come down this morning and be willing. She's giving a 20-minute speech, she said. But she's gracious enough to come and share what this experience has meant to her. So, William, if you want to come up.
But I'll try to make you understand it. Coming this country as a refugee, like 29 years ago, it was really hard, not knowing English, even now, not learning English. Since that, I was getting help, different people, like different organizations, to come here, to becoming a citizen, and live more here than my country, because I come young age here. So I live more years in the United States, and I'm a citizen now. And I have my own kids, my own family here, 5 kids. And then my dreams was like, how can I get home my kids and better life than mine, what I experienced. And that what makes possible is God and the communities like this one, May Christmas. So, so Habitat recently built a house for me in Chaska, near the community center. And also I have a special need kid who need help, and if I take the public places like public park and stuff like that, he doesn't like the nose, he has a sensory stuff. And it was hard, and I was thinking where can I get help, you know? And yeah, many Christmas days, everyone, and they helped me a lot, protecting, you know. I was telling my kids, every time we sit, I explain for them, talk about my life and how the opportunities here in the United States is different than what I experienced in my life. And I told them, you know, when you guys got your dreams, finish your schools, college, and get good jobs, you have to help forward, you know, because people helping us, and as a community, as an American, you should help too. So that when I was explaining for Mary, and Mary asked me to come here and, you know, tell you that. And I'm very, very, very grateful that you guys helping us and have a, my son have a, you know, playground and stuff like that. So I'm very thankful, thank you so much. And I like what you're doing in Chaska, and I wish it's everywhere.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you letting us into your life, and it's certainly something that we really enjoy being a part of your life too. Next person I want to call up is our interim fire chief, Kevin Gravlin, who's going to be talking a little bit about a program that we've had also coinciding with Christmas and May from the very beginning. So I'll call up Kevin.
Good morning. What a great day, right? And I really think the weather is representative of what's going to happen today, right? It's going to be great. Hopefully we're starting out on the right foot, right? The weather's not been very well. We've come through COVID, and now we're out. This is the uniqueness of Chaska, right? Is neighbors helping neighbors. For 26 years we've done this. It's just amazing to look out here and all the support for all these people that are in need. So thank you very much for that. We started 26 years ago. In fact, I was just talking to Jordan, one of our firefighters, and we roughed the house in the first year. It was within the first hour that we realized that wasn't in our wheelhouse. I'm not sure how that roof turned out in the end. Hopefully it's still there. But we reevaluated, and we wanted to partner with Christmas in May. We wanted to be proactive. We had just experienced several fatal fires. So what we decided to do was really target neighborhoods that were older in nature, that probably didn't have smoke detectors, or the requirements for roof weren't very restrictive when they were built. And then we would target those neighborhoods with funds from Christmas in May. We'd be equipped with smoke detectors and batteries, and we would just knock on doors and make sure when we left that they were educated and that their smoke detectors worked. We've done somewhere around thousands of homes. And in fact, we're revisiting a neighborhood Monday night, Riverview Terrace. We'll partner up today and do the 3 homes that are part of the project for the bulk of our work on Monday night. And I can tell you, we have not experienced a fatal fire since this program has started. So, thanks for your kind donations and allowing us to be part of this great organization.
All right, thanks to Kevin and the fire department for doing that program. It's great. It is amazing to see how impactful that portion of the program has been, not just for the homes we'll help today, but for homes throughout the community. community, so thank you for that. The other program that the city has partnered up with Christmas and May on is our energy audit program. So one of the things, City of Chaska has an electric utility, and so having an electric utility, one of the things that is a responsibility of our electric utility is to help reduce energy consumption and usage each year. And so each year we're required to spend dollars on, it's actually 1.5% of our revenue that we bring in as an electric department, we have to spend on doing projects within the community to help reduce energy usage within the community. So one of the great things in our electric department, we have Pete Weifels and Andrew back here from our electric department. Andrew and Pete really wanted to talk today, but they're not up here, you can see. But one of the great things that they did was to look to see how can we use those dollars to help homeowners through Christmas and May actually help not only replace things that were not working for them, appliances and things like that, but also help over time reduce their energy costs, their energy usage, so that from going forward they wouldn't have really expensive refrigerators or things like that to operate. So each year the electric department puts dollars into replacing appliances, things like that in the house to reduce energy. So this year our homeowners are the recipients of, we have 2 clothes washers, we have 1 clothes dryer, we have 2 stoves, 3 microwaves, 1 dishwasher, we have 2 refrigerators, 72 energy efficient light bulbs, 4 light fixtures, and 1 AC tune-up. So the homeowners, great job to you guys. The homeowners are getting a lot of new appliances, which is great. And so that's just an added bonus that we've been able to add over about the last decade in Christmas and May and help make this an even more special day. So thank you. A few thank yous I want to give. First of all, Christmas and May is a nonprofit organization, and with that we run completely on donations. So the first thing I want to do is I want to thank all of our sponsors that have contributed over the years. 2 very big sponsors that we've continued to have is the Chaska Rotary and the Chaska Lions, and I really appreciate their support. But I also want to recognize our board of directors. So if people who are on our board of directors could raise their hands so people can see you. All the people on the board, or maybe I'll have you stand. Let's have you stand if you're on the board of directors. All right, let's give people a round of applause. Everything you've done here today is done through volunteers, and so the board of directors basically starts from scratch at the beginning of the year, goes out and tries to find homeowners, and then puts this whole thing together. So this would not happen but for those board members and volunteers. I want to give a big thanks to our house captains. The house captains are the ones that really make this happen on a year-to-year basis. We have house captains here from Riverview Terrace. We have house captains that will be in the Maple Street home and then out at 82nd Street. They're going to be the ones that are leading you today in your project, and really appreciate the hard work that they put in, not only the day of the event, but also preparing for this. Want to thank our food crew. So food crew, you want to wave out to everybody? Let's give the food crew a round of applause. So not only are you getting good breakfast this morning, but about 11 o'clock today, you'll see at your house sites, they're going to be bringing around lunches to everybody. So we'll have lunch and snacks and stuff out on the sites, and so thank you to them. Want to thank all of our runners. If the runners want to raise their hands, they're the ones that make sure that you'll see them driving around in Yellow City trucks, making sure that all the supplies, that we get those, and we get out debris and stuff. So big job that they have during the day. Want to thank Old National Bank back here for helping out. Every year they help out with registration, so a big thank you to them for helping us with that. I want to thank our baseball team. I think they're the second table in. Baseball team comes every year to help with setup and takedown of this breakfast celebration that we get together. So big thank you to the coaches. I know coaches are sitting over here. How come you aren't with your players? All right, and a big thank you to the players too for that. A huge thank you to our football team. I think the football team's the next table over. Our football team has, from the very beginning of this, each year, been instrumental in helping us get projects done. So Coach Dahl and the football team really appreciate the work that you put in. Every heavy thing that we have to lift today is going to be lifted by you. So thank you. Big thank you to our municipal service building crew. We have our public works department, water and sewer. Big thank you to them for everything that they do. There's so much prep work that they do to make this day a reality. It's great to have them involved. And a big thanks to Lyman Lumber. Lyman Lumber is celebrating their 125th anniversary this year. And so they actually put a brand new deck on one of the houses free of charge, which you know lumber is not cheap right now, and so they ended up putting a whole new deck on free of charge, so a big thanks to them. And a big thank you to all of you guys as volunteers for showing up. Obviously, many hands make light work. This wouldn't happen but for you. If you are interested in making any donations to Christmas and May individually, we do have information back at the table, registration table to do that, or if you go on our website, there's information on how to make contributions to Christmas and May. Okay, the logistics for today, we're going to be breaking up. If you haven't yet signed up for a project, please do sign up for one of the 3 projects. I think the project that probably has the least people right now, if you haven't signed up, is over here at Riverview Terrace. So raise your hand. We have 2 projects down there. We have one home that we're going to be working on, and then also the neighborhood park down there that they have. We're going to be working to rehab that and do some yard work and get the playground in good shape. So please sign up for that if you haven't. Once we break up here, you're going to go down to your sites, and when you go down there, make sure if you can carpool because there's limited parking that's down there. But get down to the sites and make sure to wait for your house captain to give you instructions before you start working. If you're going out to the 82nd Street site, you'll see you can only park on one side of the road. Please only park on the side of the road that we have marked out for parking, because that is sort of a busy road. Otherwise, if you have any questions, just ask any of the people up here at the table or myself. But thank you again. I hope you really enjoy this day and get a lot out of it, and we hope to see you back here next year too. So thank you.